It's a funny one. But I thought joulumaa might be to maybe more kind of going with this course. So this was recorded in 1978, and it was actually composed by Katri Helena, she's like a massive singer in Finland. She's very, very popular, and I think she's been popular since the 70s, and she still has like #1 songs kind of coming out every now and then. She also did Vain elämä, the show, and yeah, she's kind of like our Judi Dench, if you will, of music. I can think of a singer who's yeah, she's kind of like Judi Dench of Finland, but in music business. That's how I would to say it. But yeah, and the lyrics of this song, so the one who made the lyrics was Juha Vainio. He's also a very known lyricist. He's done quite a few songs that are still to this day very known to Finnish people. And yeah, so like I said, we haven't really had that many original Finnish Christmas songs. So that was one of the inspirations behind this one for Katri Helena. It kind of came by as an accident, apparently. I did some research about the song, but it was a very, very good accident because it was, recorded in 1978, and ever since then, it's probably one of the most, I think it was the 3rd most played Christmas song in Finland every year. So it's done quite all right. Yeah, I'll show you the whole thing once I figure out. Oh. So I'll give you a little kind of recap of the lyrics. I'm not sure if you had time to kind of go through them, but it's a bit longer, I think, than any of the other songs that we've done. However, it's quite approachable. Don't worry about it. So I have a video that has the lyrics on screen. So I think we should just start by listening to it. Just get everything out. I have one of those days, when it's like I have 17 tabs open and I don't know where the music is coming from. That kind of day. Here we go. Can everyone see this? I hope you can. I think I'm sharing the right one. Yes, cool. Here we go. Katri Helena, joulumaa. So joulumaa is Christmas land. And it already starts with a little typo, but don't let that bother you. There we go. Yeah, let's break down the lyrics. Here we go. So yeah, like I said, 1978 is when it came out, and the performer and the composer was Katri Helena, and lyrics were by Juha Vainio. So the first verse, yeah, like I said in my messages, I kind of translated them a little bit differently this time, so that the Finnish words it's more kind of in line. So it doesn't, I don't know, I feel like it could be a bit more simpler this way. So I just kind of translated each word. So that's why the English sentences don't really always make proper sense, but maybe this kind of opened it up a little bit more. So yeah, let's start. Joulumaahan. And because it has a han end, it means to somewhere. Joulumaahan, to Christmas land. Matkamies, traveler. Jo. Jo doesn't really, it's like a filler word kind of already, but in this context, it doesn't work. Moni, many. That's why I put travelers a many. That's how jo kind of works in this sentence. Moni was many. Tietä. Well, tietä is to like the way somewhere. Or tie can be the road or a street. Tie. And kysy is ask. So travelers are many, the way ask. So that's why it's a bit too difficult if I would have put it that way, but travelers are many ask the way. So how to get to Christmas land. Oh, my internet connection is unstable. I just got an information. Hopefully that doesn't cut off at any point. Oh, that's fine. But we'll continue. If you can't hear me, hopefully maybe you can send me a WhatsApp message and I can try to change my internet then. Cool. Second line. Sinne, again double consonants. Sinne, there. Saattaa, you might. Löytää, find. Vaikka, even though. Paikallansa, still, kind of be still or stay still. And pysy is to stay. So you might find there, even if you just stay still, that's basically the idea of the sentence. Katson, I look. Taivaan, the sky. Tähtiä, the stars. Ja, and, niiden, their. Helminauhaa, pearl string. Within me. Etsittävä, to search or to look for. On, again, it's kind of is would be, but it's a filler word in this sentence. Mun, minun, me, myself. Mine, joulurauhaa, Christmas peace. So I have to look from within me to find Christmas peace. Then we get to the chorus. Joulumaa, Christmas land, on muutakin, is more than, kuin, tunturi ja lunta. Tunturi is mountain, ja lunta and snow. So Christmas land is more than just mountain and snow. Joulumaa on ihmismielen. Oh, I didn't translate that. Sorry, I hear my cat's from behind the door because he can't get in, so he's getting angry at me. Joulumaa, Christmas land, on ihmismielen, is the human mind's rauhan. Rauha is peace. Valtakunta, kingdom. Eikä, it starts with a negative, so no. Sinne, there. Matka, the journey. Silloin, then. Kovin, very. Kauan, long, take. So we don't put the like, the won't is kind of in the start of the sentence, so you know that it's it means the travel won't take long. So that's again a Finnish thing to put it in the front. Joulumaa, Christmas land, jos, if, jokaiselta, everybody, löytyy, find, sydämestä, their hearts. So Christmas land can be found in your hearts. Second verse. Joulumaasta, Christmas land, kuvitellaan, imagine, is imagined. A lot of things. So Christmas land is imagined in many different ways, and it kind of means different to everyone. Kuinka, how, wishes, toteutuu, come true, and on, is, niin satumainen, so fairy tale like. Voi, oh, jos jostain, if somewhere, saada, I could, or to get. Voisin, saada voisin would be I could get. Suuren, big, puurokauhan, porridge spoon. Sillä, antaa. Sillä, with it, antaa, to give. Tahtoisin, I would want. Mä, minä, me. Maailmalle, world, rauhan, peace. So with that porridge spoon, I would want to give world peace. Then this chorus is a little bit different than the first chorus. Christmas land. Muutakin. Oh yes, Carrie.
I was just wondering, you say you have a million tabs open. I could have something to do with the poor connection sometimes.
Yeah, I took them down. Oh, now I opened another one. I tried to close them like all the ones that I'm not using. But okay. I think it's because I'm basically in a closet at the moment. It's the kind of only quiet space in the house. So I think it's just a bad connection today. I haven't had issues previously. So if it's really, is it really bad?
Because it's a funny little bouncy back echoey thing, at least on my end. I don't know how others are hearing it.
I'll just try if I can change it to my phone's internet. Just a second. Hopefully it doesn't cut away. Just a second. Because it's so annoying if it doesn't work. It hasn't done this to me in a long time, but I don't know. Okay, can everyone hear me?
Yes, that's clearer.
That's better.
Yes, that's much clearer.
Cool. Okay, we'll continue with this one. I'm now on my phone's Wi-Fi, so I think it'll be better. Cool.
Oh, that's
Thank
really
you
clear. Thank you.
saying that. It's much better. It's nicer for you as well.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Of course, no problems. Yeah, let's continue. Yeah, so joulumaa, Christmas land, on muutakin kuin, is more than just. Pelkkää is also just something. Toiveunta is hopeful dream. So Christmas land is more than just a hopeful dream. Joulumaa, Christmas land, is, on, ihmismielen, human mind, rauhan, peace, valtakunta, kingdom. Here again, we have that it starts with the won't, eikä, sinne, there, matka, the journey, silloin, then, kovin, very, kauan, long, kestä, take. I know this might be a little kind of boring to go through this all, but I do think it will help us all kind of get a better idea of what the song is about.
I have a question about eka also.
Eikä, or
Eka, is it also, isn't it so? Is it eka, or when?
Yeah, eikä is, you can also kind of use it like, oh no, kind of eikä, in that sense. So, or then, I'm trying to see if I can find a little kind of, yeah, eikä ole would be it is not.
Okay, it is not. Or, but also then in English, turning it about, isn't it also the way, isn't it so? Is it not?
Yeah, actually, yeah, it works that way too. Is it not would be eikö.
Oh, it's eikö, it's not eka.
Is it not? Yeah, I would say eikö.
Okay.
But actually, I think eikä would work as well. Oh, this is confusing. Because I just opened a dictionary, so it says eikä or eikö. So I think it kind of could just work as both. Because here's also an example as to if I would say se ei ole punainen eikä valkoinen. That would be it's neither red nor white. So one of these words that really just fit so many different situations. Nor actually could be a really good one for this. Here you could say nor would the journey take long.
Yo, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll write that here, nor, because I think that would be the closest one to this context.
Oh, okay, kiitos.
Kiitos. Good question. Even if sometimes I question my own Finnish because it just gets confusing sometimes, but I'm glad we're here all together so we can work it through. Yeah, third verse. Joulumaasta. And now because it has the STA at the end, it means from Christmas land. Joulumaasta. Usko, believe. Moni, many. Onnen, luck. You can kind of say happiness as well, but luck is onni. So onnen, löytävänsä, find, to find. Joulumaasta uskoo moni onnen löytävänsä. From Christmas land, believe many, luck to find. It's kind of how this goes. Mutta, this could be but or however. Sepä, it. Kätkeytyy. This is a bit an older word. I don't really hear it that much anymore, but it means hide, to hide something. Tai or narraa. That's kind of like, you kind of joke on someone. Sepä, good question. So sepä, I'll see that like a, it comes from se or sepä. It refers back to what we were talking about. So let me just see where that was. So in this context, sepä refers to the luck. So the luck is hiding, or the luck will kind of hide itself so that you have to find it a bit, kind of you have to put in a bit more effort. But sepä like clearly. Oh, it's not giving me the proper. Just a second, so sorry. Even like the dictionary isn't giving me a good answer here.
I thought pa goes on the end of things where it's like, just like, it's kind of like a yeah. It's like an extra. It's like
yeah.
Say
Again,
like it yeah goes on, or it yeah will do this. It's
yes. So if I would say sepä hienoa, that would be, oh, that's wonderful. That's kind of what you could use it for. But in this, again, this is one of these words that kind of fits in different ways. So I'm trying to see if I can find a better example. Well, the internet dictionaries are telling me that sepä could, the best way to translate it would be that. So in this, it would be it. Yeah, that's such a difficult one, because yeah, if I say sepä hienoa or sepä meni hyvin, that went really well, that's great. So it refers to that, but in this context, it's a little different. I'm trying to see if I don't know why this one is telling me that it will be front of sled, but that's not what we're looking for. Sepä. Yeah, that or it. That's how it translates the best. Sorry about this. I know it gets confusing because.
But pa gets put onto the end of lots of stuff. Uncle pa, you know, pa gets put on, is this ending that's just stuck on all over the place.
Yeah.
It's an emphasis word, isn't, or an emphasis ending.
Yeah, it means pääloppuset, or like the ending with the pää is usually, with songs you use it because of rhythmical things, so it kind of gives you an extra syllable there. But in this, it means it, and by it means the luck that someone is looking for. Am I making any sense? I'm so sorry if I'm not.
No, that makes sense, because the sentence is saying mutta sepä and then hides. And so it's like saying it, and then it says, but it's like really paying attention to this it. This
Yeah.
It is going to hide, or it's going to laugh at the person who's seeking for it.
Yeah. That's the best way I can kind of describe it. I'm good. I'm glad. If it's not, I promise I'll kind of try to figure out a better way to explain it as well. Oh, yeah, I don't really think sepä is really that used. Even if you want to say like, oh, that's great, or that went really great, I think nowadays we would just say menipä hienosti, that was great, or that went really well, or if I want to compliment someone's dress, I would just say onpa, which is, I'll write that down for you. It's a very like a speech word, and not really like a one you want to write on a formal essay, but onpa hieno, that's nice. So yeah, it's a difficult one for me as well. But yeah, let's go on. And yeah, narra is kind of to fool someone, and etsijä is the seeker. onnea, happiness, or luck. Kun mikään, kun, when, mikään, none, mylly, mill, valmiiksi, ready, ei, does not, jauha, grind. So no mill will kind of grind luck just out of nowhere. Itsestään, from within, on, is, but again it's a filler word. Löydettävä, to find. Ihmisen, human, vain, just, peace, rauha. So you just have to find peace from yourself, from within. Humans have to, specifically in this sentence, find it from within. Almost there. A chorus that's, I think this is the same as the first one. So, joulumaa on muutakin kuin tunturi ja lunta. Christmas land is more than just mountain and snow. Joulumaa on ihmismielen rauhan valtakunta. Christmas land is the human mind's peace kingdom. Eikä sinne matka silloin kovin kauan kestä. There the journey then very long won't take, or the journey won't take long there. Joulumaa, jos jokaiselta löytyy sydämestä. Christmas land, if everybody can find it in their hearts. So if you can find Christmas land in your heart, you'll find peace and Christmas spirit. That's the basic idea of the song. Joulumaa on muutakin kuin pelkkää toiveunta. Christmas land is more than just a hopeful dream. Joulumaa on ihmismielen rauhan valtakunta. Christmas land is human mind's peace kingdom. I think that's a weird thing to say, peace kingdom, but you get what I mean. Eikä sinne matka silloin kovin kauan kestä. And the journey there won't then take long. We've had quite a few different options for this sentence. Joulumaa, jos jokaiselta löytyy sydämestä. Christmas land, if everybody can find it in their hearts. We did it, people. We did it. I think we can now listen to it again. Why isn't it showing up there? There we go. And I encourage you to try and sing along if you can already. Just kind of even mouthing the words is a really good start if you don't feel comfortable with singing. Just have fun with it. It's Christmas. Great. I hope everyone kind of tried to sing along. I know we kind of just, there's a lot of words and we just kind of went through them quite quickly. There are a few things that I'd like for you to check with me, just how to kind of pronounce some things and look into the ones with the double consonants or double vowels. So we won't go through all the lyrics again, but just a few, just to remind you of how to kind of use them so the rhythmic part of them will make more sense as well. So just the word that keeps coming up all the time, joulumaa. So a lot of vowels, joulumaa. And in the first one, there's the han at the end, joulumaahan. And this song rhymes. So at the end, we always have these usually it's double vowels or an TA ending or something like that. We'll kind of look into that as we go, but this word, kysy, double y, and remember it's quite in the front. Same for pysy. So just this different start. Kysy, pysy. And the one before, paikallansa, double L. Taivaan, again double A, taivaan. And then we have helminauha, double A sound at the end. Helminauha. Itsestäni, that takes quite I feel like it's quite a lot going on when you have to sing that, but focus on the consonants a bit more. Itsestäni, itsestäni. The S's you can kind of keep quiet because then it will be itsestäni. So this S's they just kind of happen, but the T's, they make it a bit more itsestäni. And the N at the end kind of make it clear. Etsittävä, double T, etsittävä. Double T is a difficult one because you can't really put emphasis on T sound. So it's just a bit more like a etsittävä, etsittävä. Kind of a pause on the T sound. Etsittävä. And then joulurauhaa, rauhaa. Joulumaa. And here again we have the rhyming words. Lunta, snow, starts with the L, lunta. And then the word it rhymes with is valtakunta, which meant kingdom. Valtakunta. Next rhyming words are kestä and sydämestä. Even though it doesn't have double M in sydämestä, it kind of sounds like it. There's a little bit more emphasis on the sound. Sydämestä. Sydämestä. So I'm trying to think if it's just sydämestä. Sydämestä. A little emphasis on the sound. Then the second verse, we have this word kuvitellaan. A lot going on again, double L, double A, and then an N at the end. Kuvitellaan. Kaikenlaista. So here we have the STA endings. Kaikenlaista. And then on the next line we have toteutuu. Toteutuu. Low vowels again. And kaikenlaista rhymes with satumaista, which was fairy tale like. Satumaista. Trying to think of the M there. Satumaista. No, that's just a quick satumaista. Uurokauhan. This word here. Uurokauhan. And it rhymes with rauhan. I love songs that rhyme. I think they're fun. Then we continue to the different chorus, has a little bit different words. Toiveunta. Oh, there's pelkkää again. Double consonants, double vowels. Pelkkää. And sounds are difficult to put emphasis on, but just a little bit of a moment for them, it makes a whole difference. Because if you would say pelkää with one K, that would mean to be afraid of. So that's why the double consonants are kind of important as well if you if you don't want to change the meaning. Pelkkää, toiveunta. And toiveunta rhymes with valtakunta. Kestä. And then we have sydämestä again. As you can hear, I kind of put a little emphasis on the sydämestä. I think when you sing it, you put even a bit more. Like that's a rhythmic thing then. Onnen, a lot of onnen, löytävänsä. That's a mouthful. Löytävänsä. Etsiänsä. That's the rhyming part. Etsiänsä. Mylly, I think that's a funny word. Mylly. And then we have jauha, that rhymes with rauha. And then we have the choruses. Does anyone have any questions about the lyrics, or should we just go ahead and sing it again? I think we're ready to sing it again. Carrie, yes, sorry.
I have a question. Where we go down to, where were we? Was it Kesta? No, where they were. Yeah, mutta sepa. How do we say that word?
Oh, kätkeytyy. That's a good one. Kätkeytyy.
Kätkeytyy.
Yes, really good. It's the a to the u. I think it's a very Finnish thing again. Kätkeytyy. I'm trying to think of the rhythm. Mutta sepä kätkeytyy.
Yeah, because it's fast.
Kätkeytyy. You can kind of put it in 3 parts. Kätkeytyy.
Okay, kätkeytyy.
Yeah, and when you sing it, mutta sepä kätkeytyy, kätkeytyy. You know, so it kind of, you can break it up a little bit if it helps it to get it rhythmically, because it does come by quite fast.
And then this tai nara etsiänsä.
Yes, narra. Again, we go down with the a. Narra etsiänsä.
Etsiänsä. Okay.
Yes.
And, or fools, or it laughs. Is it laughing at the seeker, or is it fools their seeker?
Narra to mean kind of to fool someone, but it's like a gesture. In that kind of way. So it's in a gestury way. So in a not like a malicious way to fool someone. More just like kids kind of narra. You can kind of narra someone.
Okay, you're not okay. Mocks, like mocking.
Yes. Oh, that's a really good word. I'll put mocks. Because that's, yeah. I think that would be the closest one to really work with this. Narra, mocks.
Okay.
And yeah, in that one, I'll show you the lyrics just one more second as well. So we're here. The thing that kind of makes this a little tricky is because it does have the ah sound, and we want to keep it kind of open and down. Narra, but then it goes straight into etsiänsä. So it goes in the front. So you kind of want to say narra etsiänsä, but we'll try to keep it in narra. So we go back and down with the ah first, and then we pop front etsiänsä. Yes, and this was the other word, kätkeytyy. Kätkeytyy. Here we go. Let's try this one again. Hopefully that kind of cleared some of the words that we went through. I now like to show you a couple of different versions. Oh, mine stopped sharing. Let me just share that again. So,
no siis mullahan on alkanut tää mun museo-ura.
Here is Aino Venna, and she has a very, very different take on this song. It's mostly in kind of a minor sound. Yeah, I don't really know where this was. This was in 2015 in Helsinki. Oh, I pronounced that very English-like, in Helsinki, in a museum atmosphere kind of situation. So yeah, it took a little while for her to start. It's gonna get you to the right place. Oh, I thought it took longer.
Jäniksen kimppuun.
Joulumaahan matkamies, jo moni tietä kysyy. Sinne saattaa löytää, vaikka paikallansa pysyy. Katson taivaan tähtiä, niiden helminauhaa. Itsestäni etsittävä on mun joulurauha. Joulumaasta kuvitellaan paljon kaikenlaista. Kuinka toiveet toteutuu, on niin satumaista. Voi jos jostain saada voisin suuren puurokauhan. Sillä antaa tahtoisinnan maailmalle rauhaan. Vain rauhaan. Joulumaa on muutakin kuin tunturihallunta. Joulumaa on ihmismielen rauhan valtakunta. Eikö sinne matka silloin kovin kauan kestä? Joulumaa, jos jokaiselta löytyy sydämestä. Joulumaasta uskoo moni onnen löytävänsä, mutta sepä kätkeytyy tai narraa etsiäänsä. Onnea kun mikä mylly valmiiksi ei jauha. Itsessään on löydettävä ihmisen vain rauha. Vain rauhaa. Mun sydämessä, sun sydämessä, sydämessä, sydämessä. Mun sydämessä, sun sydämessä, sydämessä, sydämessä. Mun sydämessä, sun sydämessä, sydämessä, sydämessä. Mun sydämessä, sun sydämessä, sydämessä. Vain rauhaa.
Yeah, as you could hear, she completely kind of reimagined this song, and it took me a couple of tries to, like, I had to listen to it through it a couple of times to be sure that it was actually the same song. So, you know, it's a sign of a really good musician that you can take an already existing song and just completely turn it around. But it's not for everyone, I know that too. So yeah, Carrie.
I think it's totally beautiful, and I think she takes the meaning of the song, where you don't just take what's labeled out to you, but you have to find things from within yourself and find how you make it your own.
Yeah, I think her whole kind of her vocally kind of more of a dark approach makes it more realistic in a way. and it's kind of stripped away from the Christmas-ness of it, which can sometimes be a bit kind of like, yay, it's Christmas. So it kind of calmed it all down. I loved her voice, especially. She's a really good artist. So
I think
yeah.
because I think that even Katri Helena, if you look at her words, she's saying it's not all candy floss. She's saying, it can't just be, it's not the gloss. It's got to be found from whatever you have from within.
Yeah. Even though it's kind of sugar coated with the melodies and there's like a little bells going around, it's still I think, what was this woman's name? I keep opening the door. I think she kind of brings it, she just strips it away, and the lyrics are a bit more raw in that way. Yeah, I wanted to share that as well, because even though it is very, very different, it's still the same song.
Yeah.
There's
piano.
piano. Yeah, there's also another one. I'll send you a message of from which show it was. It's called Tenava Tähti, and it was kind of like a song contest for children in Finland. This was very huge in like the 90s. They don't have it anymore, unfortunately, but that was my dream to be on it. I never went, but it just had kids singing, and it wasn't like kind of harsh or mean. It wasn't like the Idols or X Factor. It was someone would win, but they all kind of felt like winners, which I thought was really, really sweet. And it was a really nice way to kind of execute this kind of a show, but not sure why it ended. Hopefully it wasn't anything bad or, negative. But this is sung by a really cute gentleman called Leif Lindgren. And we'll listen to his version now as well. And yeah, like I said, Tenava Tähti was really, really big in Finland. And yeah, now you get a little throwback. Oh, I forgot which year was this. It was 1990, and he got third place. Yeah, 1990, and he made third place. And I get it. He's really good. Here you go. I thought he was brilliant. Yeah. Did someone raise a hand at some point? I think I saw like a little hand go up somewhere. No, I could have just seen something else. But yeah, so that was from Tenava Tähti from 1990, and you could probably see why I wanted to be on it, because I thought that was just the most amazing thing. Oh yeah, he was brilliant, and I think he had a lot of charisma for such a young age. So yeah, I'm glad you liked it as well. Now that we've kind of watched a couple of different versions, we could go back to the original one. And now I'm sure everyone is feeling a bit more kind of sing-songy. So we'll give it another go. Does anyone have words you'd like for me to kind of go through with the pronunciation or meaning or anything? This is a good time to pop a message. We can look at the lyrics as well.
What about Tenava? What is Tenava?
Oh yeah, Tenava is kind of, it just means a kid.
Tenava is another way for saying kid.
Yeah, it's a word my grandma would use. So she would call us Tenavat. So kids, me and my sister would be Tenavat.
Okay.
Yeah. And Tähti is a star, so
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a fun show. Some of them actually kind of made it really well. I don't want to say that they made it to the top, because what does that even mean? But some of them became actors, and some of them got record deals afterwards as well. So I'm glad that they kind of got into the industry, but some just did it for fun, and they won, and they were like, "Yep, did this, bye." It's such an awesome move. It's just like, yeah, I just wanted to see how this is, and I'm just gonna go home now and play football, whatever.
When did it stop? Do you know?
I think it was just 2000, around that time. I don't know, maybe it could have something to do with like the filming laws became kind of more strict during that time. So having children on schedules and stuff like that, I think that could have been a factor on it. But I hope it's not that people didn't watch it, because it was just so good.
Okay.
But there are many different ones. I had all their CDs as well, because of course every year they came out with a new CD. I'm trying to, I'll send you, if you want to check out Konsta Hietanen. He kind of became one of the most famous ones. He got to do this film called Poika ja Ilves, which is boy and lynx. I think that was the cat. And now he's on Salatut Elämät, the soap opera, the Finnish soap opera, Secret Lives, very dramatic. But yeah, he's one of the kind of most known Tenava Tähti stars. So if you want to check it out, I think it's a good throwback as well. The outfits and everything, it's just amazing. Cool. We'll go again and we'll have a wee sing along of the original version. What was I saying? Here we go. And I encourage everyone to sing along, even if there are some rhythmic things or some words are maybe still kind of stuck somewhere. It's completely fine. It's more about just having fun and giving it a try. So here we go. How did it go? Did everyone give it a wee try? Are you kind of, is the rhythm kind of coming a bit more familiar? How are you feeling about the song? You can message me or just think about it if you want to. If you don't want to say anything, that's totally fine too.
I was wondering what you know about, like, I was thinking because in 78, right? So this is just before the 80s. So this is when you have, when was it that, because what's it, something tuntari, what's where?
Korvatunturi.
Yeah, Korvatuntari. When did they sort of, when was the Santa Claus land sort of capitalized upon, and so Korvatuntari was moved to sort of Rovaniemi for capitalistic gains?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this was sort of written in response to sort of when people come to Finland and they're looking for, so where's Christmas land? Missä on jouluma?
Yeah, that would make sense. Sorry, yeah.
It was almost like it was like her own self of saying, yeah, well, you're coming to Finland looking for Christmas land, but just look inside your own heart or something.
Yes, I'm trying to see if I can find kind of a year. It's not really giving me like a proper kind of time when Korvatunturi became kind of the thing of like Christmas land and all of that. Because I remember the kind of tourism part, I never kind of knew about it when I was a kid, like in Rovaniemi. So I'm not really sure if it was around in the 90s when I was kind of born and growing up.
Or was it the thing where they were talking about, oh, well, we can capitalize upon this, we can have like, because that's one of the things that you used to see of Finland as Christmas land, or the land of where Santa Claus lives and things like this.
Yeah, I personally would say that it definitely, Rovaniemi kind of became a really good spot because we started getting, you could fly there, and you could fly to Oulu, which is only a couple hours away, which in Finland is a very, nobody minds a couple of hours drive. But I think around that time when we started to think about how to get more tourism in Finland as well, that's when it became even more, because honestly, well, this could also be kind of ignorance of living in the country, that you don't really think about the tourism part that much. But actually, no, I do think it was around in the 90s now that I'm thinking about it. So I must have been around maybe the 80s when it was kind of,
yeah,
when it
I think that this is probably maybe her comment or her political commentary, as it were. of
I think that's such a good point, and it definitely could be, because it would be spot on. If it is, it would make sense.
and if she's the Judi Dench, then it would also be apropos.
I love them both. Sorry, did you have something as well about the song?
Yeah, I struggle. I think it's my English pronunciation, but I really struggle with the second line of the second verse. Kuinka toivet totiutu. Yeah, I spend all my time trying to pronounce totiutu, and then the singer's at the end of the sentence already, and I can't get my timing right on that sentence. I don't know. Can you just go through it? Like some of the lines you've gone through with the timing, and it really helps me. Like
Absolutely, we can do that as well. This one has a lot of consonants going on as well, so trying to break it up a bit more. Kuinka toiveet toteutuu ja on niin satumaista. So I would kind of kuinka, just separate some of the words from each other, so it can maybe help a little bit. Kuinka toiveet toteutuu ja on niin satumaista. So the part ja on niin, that's quite quick. Kuinka just goes to 2 beats. Kuinka toiveet, so you go from down to up and then up to down. Kuinka toiveet toteutuu.
yeah,
It's the T.
that helps. Yeah.
I would let me see. Kuinka. I would kind of aim towards the consonants. Kuinka toiveet toteutuu. But then at the end, you kind of have to just let the O come out. So maybe just kind of have a goal to each consonant. So kuinka, well, there's an NK, so nka. Kuinka toiveet toteutuu. Toteutuu, if it helps to think of it in 3 parts. Toteutuu. Quite quick. It is quite quick. She wanted a lot of words into one sentence. her songwriting part.
What is exactly toteutuu?
To come true, like a wish. Toive toteutuu. A wish comes true.
Okay, to come. Toteutuu.
Yes. If you're planning something and then the plans kind of come through and it happens, that's like it toteutuu, it toteutua. Suunnitelmat toteutui. If that makes sense. Toteutuu again is a bit toteutuu. I think if we wanted to make it more kind of like we say writing language, we would say toteutua.
Toteutua.
Yes.
Okay.
But hopefully that helped with the rhythmic parts as well. Just kind of break it up a little bit, because a lot going on. I think we should give it another listen. Oh, I went to the wrong place. Honestly, you'd think I know how to use a computer, and my accent is changing this week. I don't know what's happening, but it's kind of all over the place. I hope you can understand me still.
I love the fact I can hear your Scottish accent through your Finnish accent. It's great.
It pops out sometimes, and I realize I say wee things like, oh, a wee bit, and pop up and these kind of things. But see, when I'm with Scottish people, it's just, my sister's like, I don't understand a word you're saying. Like, it just comes out.
It sounds fab. It's great.
I'm glad you like it.
It is. It's terrific.
Oh boy, here we go. We can do this, people. Here we go. Well done. I liked seeing some of your faces while you were singing it. That was really nice. I also wanted to share with you, because where did it go? Carrie did bring out a really, really good point that today is Saint Lucia's Day, so Santa Lucia, Lucian päivä. And I wanted to just, I know this is Wikipedia, but I think this was quite a good description. So in Finland, of course, because we have this huge Swedish population and culture as well, this is kind of more celebrated in the Swedish kind of culture, but we're also a part of it, obviously, as Finns. And I went to school where we had English immersion and Swedish immersion and Finnish immersion. So we were just all together, and every year we would have a Lucia. So one of the girls would become a Lucia for the day, and she would have a white dress on, and she had this like crown made of candles, and we would always sing Santa Lucia, which is a really, really beautiful song. And I was just trying to look up the history, because since I left school, I haven't really been a part of this, but it's like every year I think we have a national, like Finland-wide election for this year's Lucia lady. So it's quite a beautiful thing as well.
The proceeds go to families. The proceeds, it's always it's a fundraiser for families that need.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we had like in school we would always kind of bring something to give into charity as well. So it would go to people, usually families in need and stuff like that. So that was really nice. So Feast of Saint Lucy is kind of maybe a better way to say it than, well, Saint Lucy's Day. Yeah, that makes sense. Christian Feast Day commemorates Lucia of Syracuse, an early 4th century virgin martyr under the, that's a hard word. Great persecution, that's the word I've heard. But yes, so she brought food and aid to Christians hiding in the Roman catacombs, wearing a candlelit wreath, and that's why she would have, to this day, she wears that candle crown or wreath on her head to light the way and leave her hands free to carry as much food as possible. So that's kind of where her legend comes from and why we celebrate it, because Finnish is mostly Christian. In the religion of Finland, it has changed quite a lot now, of course, because we have more people and everything, but this is just where this day kind of comes from. So apparently her feast day coincided with the shortest day of the year prior to calendar reforms. So it was also celebrated as the Festival of Light, but I think we do Festival of Light now more in August because it's very dark nowadays. So some customs change a little bit, but it's always in the Advent season. There's 4 Advents as well. But if you want to look into more of this, it's quite lovely, and it has, well, because it was in the Roman catacombs, that's why Italy is also a part of this tradition, and especially in Scandinavia we do it. I think, yeah, it says here Norway, Denmark, Sweden, and Swedish-speaking regions of Finland, we kind of celebrate it the most. I'm not sure if this is really heard in anywhere else, actually. Probably not. But yeah, I did want to bring that up as well. Thank you so much, Carrie, for reminding me of this. So,
if you're near Alexandrin Kato, you can run out and you can see them going down the street and the Star Boys and everything just now.
Oh, that's really lovely. Yeah, they do like a full walk through, and I think there are cities like where I'm from a Swedish-speaking town in Finland called Kokkola. Don't live there anymore, but it's very there's quite a few Swedish schools and everything. So it was really, really bilingual that way. So we had quite a big celebration for St. Lucia's Day or St. Lucy's Day. But yeah, hey, it's past. Gosh, the time just flew by. Thank you so much, everyone who joined in. It's been so much fun being here with you, and I hope you've kind of learned something along the way. And Merry Christmas from me and to you, however you celebrate it.
Yes, happy Christmas. Thank you very much. It's been really
Thank
great.
you.
Happy Christmas, hyvää joulua.
Hyvää joulua.
Thank you. Thank you very much to everyone.
Thank you so much.
If you provide us your addresses, we are going to send you the certificates of this activity. So thank you again.
Right, thank you.
Thank you so
Will
much.
there be a kind of continuation or not?
I hope so in the new year.
Yeah, we'll see probably how it kind of goes.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great experience. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Nice to see everyone in one picture.
I know, so nice to see everyone's face.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.